is time for Buy the Book, where we share new books and ideas to add to your library. Today's book series promotes a message of kindness, a message of empathy, and a message of supporting social acceptance. Our guest today is Summer Nilsen, author of the Ludor, excuse me, I said it wrong, Ludor Tales series of books. So glad to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I always want to get pronunciations correct because I know that you put a lot into the series, and
I did.
you know, and it deserves to be respected. And I would love for you to talk about what the series is about, because it's not your average book series.
It is not. It is a 4-book series that follows Gray the kitten on her journey to discover who she is and how she can help others. And so with that, it is very much a journey of identity, of finding out your destiny, your role, and truly the gift of empathy and how you can give back. And it starts with The Land of the Pines, which is an Amazon bestseller, and where Gray the kitten is born at the jam barn of Black Mountain Farm. And in the process of a series of trials and tribulations on the trails, she discovers she has a magical voice. And it's very much a nod to understanding the power of words and the power that you have and the impact that that has. And so The Land of the Pines launched Gray the kitten in this story of empathy and kindness. And it continues with The Land of the Strays, where Gray now has met her human. She has moved to the city, and with a very diverse cast of characters, she uncovers a kidnapping coup and is introduced to really the concept of understanding one's self-worth.
Tell me this, who's the target audience for this?
The target audience is really written for tweens and teens to address complex topics of false narrative and mind chatter, and again, self-worth at a time when I feel like there's such a more of a complex world in which they're living in. And this really plants the seed for parents and kids to have a conversation and a higher level thinking about the impact of words as it pertains to the rising use of social media among kids and instilling self-worth.
And I love that you targeted this audience specifically. I mean, all the time we are talking about children's book authors and then books for adults, and I think that that group, you know, there needs to be something new and fresh for them, especially to address more modern topics. Like, we have the classics that we read growing up, but
of course,
it's a different generation, it's a different day and age. What inspired you to do this particular topic? Was it something in your own life?
It was. So I have a long-standing marketing and national media career. I've been doing it for over 20 years, and so I very much appreciate the role and impact content and storylines have on people. I had I suffered from imposter syndrome and social anxiety early in my career. I developed the skill set necessary to silence that chatter, and I really set out to instill that same set of skills in my own 14-year-old nieces. And in the process of doing that, I realized that we really needed creative solutions to engage kids. We are living at a time, as we've talked about, a very complex time where cyberbullying is a huge issue. 55% of cyberbullying victims are between the ages of 14 and 15. And this is really intended to, again, provide an opportunity for parents and kids to have bigger conversations to address that and to provide that inner strength and sense of confidence and reinforce the importance of dealing with kindness.
Is it one where it might make sense for the parent to read the book along with the child?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that they can say, oh, what do you think about this chapter? What did you think about
what does this character symbolize? What is this representative of? And really, how does this impact and contribute to things that you're dealing with in your everyday life?
Well, I want to wish you the best of luck as you continue. I know the new one you just released. Where can everybody find the books?
Go to Amazon. First and foremost, go to Amazon. You can also go to the website at www.ludor.com. But, you know, every author is going to direct you to Amazon first.
Yes. Summer, thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is my pleasure. So here's what I'll do, you guys. We will make sure that it's also linked up on our website, cw33.com.